Kia ora, hey guys, so it's really early in the morning. I've just finished a workout, and while I was having my workout, Spirit was saying, do the videos, do the videos, do the videos. So I've had to jump off my bike before I've had any breakfast, so I'm working on 0 calories at the moment. Mine is 0 calories, and I'm sweaty, so you have to forgive me, but I do as I'm told. I don't argue with Spirit. So this video, it's just a little quick one. It's a little message for my empaths out there. I know, I'm starting to get quite a little bit of a following for this because it's really resonating with a lot of people. So this is a life lesson for all empaths out there. And it's to do with the subjugation of our emotions and the having to quell our thoughts and our feelings and our personalities around certain types of people. So, the classic empath is going to grow up never ever being allowed to have an opinion, especially in the household and around at school. Any thoughts and feelings that you have that are individual to yourself and not the collective will always get shut down, and you don't know what you're talking about, keep your mouth shut, you're crazy, blah blah blah. Even as children we'll be told, oh, you're too soft. Like, we're criticised constantly, our thoughts, our feelings and opinions. If we cry, if we're upset, if we have an idea of something, especially if the idea supersedes anyone else around you, if they're older or considered wiser or more professional in that, from a young age, because don't forget, empaths are very clever people, and we are born thinkers. We are deep thinking, and we're problem solvers, and we're observers and stuff. So of course we make up these opinions and facts and theories about things. And even as children, empaths are very expressive, so they will try to express their thoughts and their feelings and their theories and their philosophies and stuff from a very young age, if not verbally, then through their medium of music or art or writing or whatever. But it will always start in the household, where your opinion will mean nothing. I'm 46 years old, and I'm still introduced as the baby of the family because I'm the baby of 7. And I mean, I'm 6 foot and my tits are bigger than 4 of my sisters' heads, but I still get introduced as the baby. So when I'm around my brothers and sisters, especially because their personalities are very strong personalities. We've got Pisces and Aries and Taurians and Capricorns and all that sort of stuff. It's overwhelming for an empath when they're children to be allowed to have thoughts and feelings. And I was constantly getting into trouble at school for defying anything that the teacher said, or for not agreeing with the rules of the school, or because empaths like balance, they like justice, they like everything being just right. We're very honest people. We look at the world from an honest perspective, because children are honest, they're pure. They look at everything with an honest eye, with an honest eye and a naive heart, because they're living spirits. But the thing that the empath adult especially needs to watch out for are the people who constantly come across as being really nice people. Every empath that is watching this is going to be like, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. The people who no one will have a bad word to say about them, and every time you're around them, they can't do enough to help you, and they always seem very calm and even, and like they've got it all together, and they never show any emotion other than friendliness and love and happiness and stuff like that. Now, on the surface of it, it's like, well, what's wrong with that? However, they're fake. And the reason why they're fake, and the reason why a lot of empaths clash, especially with the people that come across as being too nice, is the fact that, empaths are subdued. We're pushed down. We're like we're sand that's been packed into a plastic container and then pushed and compressed and pushed and compressed, and we don't get to express our emotions, and we don't get to express our feelings and express our opinions, and we hold it in and hold it in, and eventually it builds up like a volcano, and then when there is that trigger, you know, boom, it all comes out, and you know, we end up having meltdowns or nervous breakdowns, or you know, turning to drugs to deal with it, or you know, we hold our anger in, or we hold our stress in, or we'll go and cry privately, and we have no way to, you know, kind of let it out apart from a medium. You know, what I'm recommending is that when you're angry and you're stressed and you've got any emotion that that is deep inside you that needs to come out, put it into your paintings, put it into your music, put it into your writing, put it into whatever it is you create to withdraw that poison. But these people that constantly appear nice, these two-faced people, the reason why they're two-faced, the reason why these kind of people are dangerous is because it's not normal to be unhappy. It's not normal to be angry. It's not normal to have an opinion. If someone doesn't like you, it's because at some point in time you put your foot down to them and disallowed negative behavior around you. You know, I have people that absolutely just think I am the worst person in the world. They, you know, they will say the worst things about me, and it is simply for the fact that at some point I decided enough was enough. I was not going to tolerate that behavior, because empaths, you know, we don't like injustice, we don't like imbalance. So if someone is expressing any kind of negative behavior or attitude towards us, boom, we shut it down, and then therefore we get called, you know, this, that and the other thing. But around the right people, you know, I'm kind and considerate and caring and loving and nurturing and funny, and you know, and like my best friends, and you know, they will tell you she's the nicest. She'll give you the shirt off her back. She wears her heart on her sleeve. You know, she's there for me all the time. She's funny. She always knows what to say. Blah 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 blah. With an empath, what you see is what you get, and you absolutely cannot quash your feelings and your thoughts. You have to express them. That's why we end up with depression, because we have this this need to want to express ourselves publicly, and you know, in our social circles and that, and this, that we are disallowed the ability to do so. We're pushed down because we're weird, because we're fringe, because we think outside the box and stuff like that. That scares normie norms. That people don't like non-conformity, and empaths are the most non-conformist people you can get. That's why we're rebellious punks and emos and goths and stuff like that. We try to, once we step out of the normie norm stage and go into the pathwalker stage, we step into the foray of self-expression, which we try to do, you know, under the guise of being a goth or an emo, or you know, heavy metal, or a rocker, or a punk, or you know, whatever it is you're into. When you're dabbling with being going into drag and stuff like that, when you step out of the normie norm stage and go into the you know, the start of your self-expressive stage, and that scares a lot of people. But with fake people, you know, someone who's angry all the time, at least they're expressing themselves. Like, you know that they're pissed off, you know why they're pissed off, and you can deal with that. But someone who's constantly nice to your face and nice to everybody around them, my mum always said, had the biggest secrets to hide. Never trust someone who's always happy, who everyone always likes, because they're the ones who have something to hide. I mean, you look at Ted Bundy, for example. You know, psychopaths are really, really good at coming across as being, you know, the girl next door, the guy next door, the person that everybody loves. But if you don't have people disliking you, then you're not being honest to yourself, and you're not being honest to the world around you, because it is only when you express your true self and your individual thoughts and feelings, when you're expressing your true nature as an empath, will you ever truly be heard. And if you make enemies doing that, then so be it, but at least people will know where they stand with you. So, you know, just because empaths work with vibration and energy and stuff like that, we all know who they are right from the minute we meet them. You know, they're the people who will always, they're over friendly. They can't do enough to help people. They want to be seen as being the nicest and the happiest and the kindest and stuff like that. But just remember that these are the people that have the biggest secrets to hide. They wear a mask, whereas an empath doesn't wear a mask. You know, like we show our true selves, and it's our true selves that make people fear us the most, because we have nothing to hide. It's just that we're never allowed to express who it is that we are. So I just wanted to give you that little lesson, because I was approached yesterday by someone who was dealing with the situation and didn't know, you know, if it was a bad thing to be feeling this way about this person in their life. And I just wanted to do this little video to let people know that people who wear a happy mask are always wearing a mask. It's a mask. It's exactly what it is. And they're the ones that you need to be careful of the most, because they're the ones who promise the most, and they're the ones who let you down the most. So I just wanted to, for the person who contacted me yesterday, I just wanted to put this little video out and reply, because you know, it would take too long to answer via email. So that's just a little lesson for little empaths out there, and you know, well, for anyone. It doesn't have to just be empaths. It's just we're usually the ones that are victims to the people who promise you the world, or you know, present themselves as being something other than they're not, because you know, we're naive, and we are the ones that are taken for granted because we're seen as being too soft and being pushovers and stuff like that. But I promise you, once you get to like the white lighter stage, everything starts to change. This is, you know, probably more a lesson for pathwalkers going into the white lighter stage, but definitely for empathic pathwalkers as well. By the time you get to the empathic pathwalker stage, there's no fucking about. Okay, so I'm in the light walker stage, and I'm considered ruthless now, so you know, I'm winning. Yeah, I don't need anyone walk all over me now, and it's been absolutely liberating. I'm going through my Phoenix stage of my Scorpio development, which is the 7th stage, the last stage. So I'm at that fiery, you know, I can be quite brutal now. I'm, you know, but it's been absolutely necessary, and as a consequence, I've gained a lot more respect from my peers and my friends and family and that, because of it, because I absolutely don't allow any or tolerate any sort of negative behaviour now. So stick with it. It does get better. I promise you. You know, the more you do, the more you learn. Learning is knowledge. Knowledge is wisdom. Wisdom is power. Okay, they're basically your stages. The pathwalker stage is the learning stage. The white lighter stage is the knowledge stage. The empathic pathwalker stage is the wisdom stage, and the light walker stage is the power stage. So there you go. So just a little lesson there for my empaths. Mwah.